Bronco boy.
What the fuck are you doing?
Would you like some ice cream?
Oh, I don't want no fucking ice cream. I'm drinking.
But you're not supposed to have alcohol. You're too young for that.
What the? Fuck off, man.
Okay, well, you say so. Kids these days.
What's going on, everybody? This is BroncoJuggalo.
And Bill.
And today we are doing the 1994 film, Ice Cream Man.
Yay! I like ice cream, actually.
Yeah, me too. But you wouldn't take any, so I had to kill you.
Ah, I'm drinking. Man, that doesn't sound good with beer.
Yeah. Directed by Norman Epstein, starring Clint Howard as Gregory the Ice Cream Man, who is, you might know from Jack Frost. This also stars Olivia Hussey as Nurse something or other. Hot-ass nurse the younger. I think it's still her as the older woman, just with makeup on.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
And it also stars David Warner as Reverend Langley. David Warner, some of you may know, is a really popular English actor.
Yes.
Who has been in a lot of good shit. A lot of stuff in the 80s and 90s. Yeah. So, our story is that a traumatized kid grows into a psychotic ice cream man who chops up people and puts the dead bodies in the ice cream.
That's disgusting. It really is.
Still cool.
But I still want to know, who the fuck did that ice cream man piss off at the beginning of the film?
I want to know that too. Didn't they say it was some sort in the film? They talked about there being there was a newspaper clipping or something that said it was some sort of drugland shooting.
Yeah.
So
yeah, something like that. But it's like
he gets traumatized because he sees the quote unquote ice cream king, the local ice cream celebrity, get gunned down in a drive-by shooting.
That was one fucked up drive-by.
Yeah, it was funny. This movie has a bit of a cult following. I found out about it through my good buddy Jason, Horrific Nightmares. And I told him about it, and he bought it, and we're checking it out.
Yeah.
And this was also shown on Joe Bob Briggs' Monster Vision back on TNT back in the day. And if you don't know, Joe Bob is back, though. He's been on Shudder now.
Oh, really? Cool.
It's fucking awesome. Check out Last Drive-In with Joe Bob. It's really cool shit. Yeah, but I don't know, bro. I enjoyed it. What about you?
I enjoyed the film, but, we'll get into it with the pros and cons. There are a few things with this film. Not very many, though, but a few that I was like, But I did enjoy the movie. It wasn't, the greatest movie I've ever seen, but I did enjoy it.
But overall, I had a blast with the film. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a fun movie. It really was.
Yeah.
Okay, so where would you want to begin on this one?
Well, I want to begin with the story that we heard about in the behind-the-scenes footage, where he's talking about how he was driving home in full costume.
Oh,
that's hilarious. Clint Howard, after getting done with a full day of shooting, he was really tired, didn't want to get out of costume, didn't want to get out of makeup, just wanted to go home.
Yep.
He gets in his car because they were filming around California, which is where he lived, around the LA area. He gets in his car and he drives out and takes off, and he's at a light, and a soccer mom pulls up next to him, and she looks over at him, and he's in full Ice Cream Man bloody regalia. Blood all over him, blood on his face, She looks at him, looks horrified. He said it was the fastest he ever seen a woman get moved.
Oh, yeah.
Jumped out of the car.
No, she didn't jump out of the car. She jumped out of the driver's seat and slapped the locking mechanism on the other side of the door.
Yeah, I guess that's right. I was actually picturing that she jumped up, ran around the car, locked the door, and ran back around.
No. Why would you do that?
I don't know. It was the 90s. But she was horrified. She thought she was next to some sort of freaking... So he's like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. He doesn't negotiate.
I think that's hilarious.
That is pretty funny.
Let's start with our cons, because that's pretty much all I had to really say about the movie, aside from the fact that you can get it on Hamilton Book. This is a Vinegar Syndrome release. Really nice release.
Oh, yeah.
Blu-ray and DVD 2-disc. Cool, clear case. Check it out, Vinegar Syndrome on Hamilton Book. What, $14?
Yeah, I think it was the $14.95.
Love that about Hamilton book. You can get the boutique titles for a great price.
Yes, and $4 flat shipping, no matter how much you buy.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was cool too. So let's start with cons. Let's start with the bad. Get that out of the way, then we'll get into the good.
Okay, my first con for this movie is the Goonies and Monster Squad feel of this film. I did not enjoy that aspect of the movie. Instead of Goonies or Monster Squad, they're calling themselves the Rocketeers. Mm. I thought that was just too corny, too much of a ripoff.
It's funny though, because that is becoming very popular again. Have you seen Stranger Things off Netflix?
No, I haven't.
You need to. It's really good. It's really, really good. But it is kind of a group of kids, kind of like It or Goonies or whatever, and that's become popular again. Summer of '84, and you definitely have to see Summer of '84.
I didn't feel like...
It's got that kind of group thing going too, but it's also nostalgia for the '80s.
I didn't feel like, not like It, but it felt like Goonies or Monster Squad, and those are just very classic films to me, and I didn't think that it pulled it off.
No.
I just didn't think it pulled it off well.
I didn't really pay so much attention to them as I was really loving Clint Howard, but, we'll get into that in a second.
Yeah. Well, what's your first con for this film?
My first con for the film is there's a character named Tuna. He's a kid. My first con for him is his parents. They're fucking actors, and these are good fucking actors. They were just talking about how back in the 70s, the guy that plays Tuna's dad in the 80s is an A-list actor. I just forgot his name. He's a big Dodgers fan.
Yep.
And they turned in my opinion, the most wooden, crappy performances. But I just listened to the documentary. I was watching it and found out that I guess that was supposed to be that way. But to me, I hated it. I just didn't like it.
I don't know. Yeah.
Their performances were so terrible.
It was like stale.
I didn't believe that they were mad.
Fighting?
I didn't believe they hated each other. I was just it was like bad. I just thought it was bad.
Very wooden performance. Yeah, I'll give you that. Very wooden.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I only really have one more con for this film, and that was the grocery store scene. Why the hell does nobody notice that the creepy ice cream man is chasing a little child through the fucking grocery store?
You're right. Back then, it was so rare that would have been brought about attention.
Yeah.
Stranger danger! Stranger danger!
Come on. And nobody's noticing. Give me a break.
I thought that was funny. But it's a movie. That's why.
True.
My last con is that I thought the ice cream man's death, and spoiler, he dies at the end. Well, according to Clint Howard, if they decided to ever make a sequel, they could rewrite that and bring it back somehow. But
yeah,
I thought his death was very anticlimactic. I'm talking about the whole setup, the whole scene. It just kind of, there was no big fight, there was no big nothing. He just fell in and died, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, it really was.
It was very anticlimactic, and I just didn't dig that. But the rest of the movie was so much fun, I could ignore that.
Yeah.
No.
I hear you there. All right, so I guess we need to get into pros of this film.
Yep. It's time to talk about what we liked.
Yes. And my first pro is Clint Howard's acting.
Yep.
He is really creepy in this film. I love it. I love how creepy he is. He hit the nail on the head when it came to, I just need to be this creepy ice cream man. And it wasn't creepy like pedophile creepy either. It was creepy like, there is something off with this guy.
Yeah.
And I like that.
And I love how into his performance he got. Even he was talking about it, that it was a low-budget film, but still, he gave
his all.
And when he was driving to work, he would scream until his voice was hoarse, because he wanted to give that kind of, he already has that kind of weird lilting voice, but he wanted to be a little more raspy, so,
it worked.
I thought that was cool,
It worked.
That was one of my pros as well. Clint Howard's performance is awesome. I think the guy's a great, I don't know if I want to say B-movie actor, but he's got that horror comedy mix thing going. Yeah. He knows what he's doing there. He did in Jack Frost, he does here, and I love it.
Yes. Love the guy as an actor.
My next pro, because we already talked about Clint Howard with yours.
Yeah.
My next pro was the gore. Love the gore. Love when he hollowed out the eyeball and then put it in the food or in the ice cream.
Yeah.
I love all the intestines and all that stuff
inside the freezer.
Thing. I love. Great thing, dude. One of the cool kill, gory kill. He puts a waffle iron on this dude's face. Then he ends up chopping the guy's head off and put it in a giant waffle cone to present to the local whore.
Where do you get a waffle cone that big?
You make them. You make it.
That was a huge waffle cone.
Yeah, it was huge. And it was so fun. The gore was top notch. A lot of decapitated heads in the movie.
Yes.
He did a little puppet show with. I thought it was great.
Yeah, again, just adds to the creepiness.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. Next pro for this film is the Wishing Well Asylum scene. That whole scene is just fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was funny.
And it is. It's truly, the inmates are running the show here.
Yeah.
But I wish we could actually know a little more about this, how to get this way. You know, when did he leave? And the nurse, when did they both leave? Did they leave after that? Were they part of the cause of why this asylum is now under the inmates' control?
Right.
But it was just such a cool scene. But yeah, the asylum scene was just, and the whole atmosphere of it. Yeah. Everything looks all
I want to know what the hell that fucking neon green shit that looked like it came out of Reanimator that they were putting into his brain.
Yeah, what the hell is that shit? Huh.
I know you said that you really didn't dig the kids, like the kind of atmosphere that they brought because of the Goonie feel or whatever.
Yeah, I did enjoy that.
I will say that one of my pros is I thought all the kids did a good acting job.
Well, they did.
I thought they did really well with the acting.
Yeah.
And I didn't find any of them really annoying. Most of the kids in movies I find kind of annoying, and I didn't find any of them annoying. I thought their acting was really well, and I thought they did a good job.
Okay, yeah, their acting was good. I'll give you that. My final pro for this film is when he gives that cop that ice cream cone, and he's got that eyeball in his mouth.
He's all chewing on, and you see the eyeball like flipping around. Even though the part that he pulled out wasn't that part, but it was still cool.
It was still cool. Yeah. It was still cool to watch.
Yeah, he put it in Rocky Road, so the guy thought it was marshmallow.
Or a nut or something.
Yeah. You know what? I liked this movie. I had a lot of fun with it. I just talked about a couple of my pros because it was those things I want to talk about with the gore.
Yeah.
But overall, I had a really fun time with this movie. My favorite kill of the movie, and even though technically we don't see him cut the guy's head off, we just see the after effect with the cone. But we did get to see him put the waffle iron on the guy's face. And that was my favorite. I loved that. What about you? What did you think?
Okay. My favorite of the film was when he took like that ice pick and shoved it through that chick's
and you can see it in her mouth.
And up into her brain.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was a good one too.
Yeah, that was a cool scene.
I really enjoyed that one.
That's what I call brain freeze.
There you go. There was some good one-liners, man.
Yeah,
the dialogue was well written. It was campy. It was fun.
Yeah.
And this movie had a great 80s slasher feel in the 90s.
It did.
And I enjoyed that. So, overall, guys, I'd say that we definitely recommend Ice Cream Man.
Yeah, go give it a look at.
So, this is BroncoJuggalo saying, remember, it's a happy, happy day!
And Bill's saying, it's not a happy day. Good night.
Talking about mob shit. Couple $100 grand, nah, ain't much. One phone call, you can get touched. Then he gave Tommy at the